birthday to me. How's life? Yeah, even military people. So it's Memorial Day. So Dave Ramsey was doing. I'm sitting outside. Dave Ramsey was doing a debt-free shouting for everybody. But the special one is Memorial Day weekend for the military. So that's the couple. Yeah, they nurse, doctor and nurse for the military, so they owe that when they went to school. So they follow the Ramsey program, so they got rid of that. So I'm sharing that with us because you see, even people are in debt, all kind of, all level, all backgrounds, you know. So that's the first thing to do is get rid of debt. That's why I want to raise awareness, because debt is what eat up all the interest, the compound interest. Until we get rid of debt, and then we start help people save money. Make sense? What about it? It all depends. Yeah, it's there to rescue. It's there to rescue people. You know, people in financial trouble, and you have no choice. Or you can negotiate. It all depends. If you owe a little bit, you should negotiate. You know, they're willing to negotiate because it's better that way. You know what I mean? You pay them a little bit. Yeah, if people owe a lot, you know, clean it up and then start over. I mean, I'm not the expert. You can check with the expert. Does that make sense? But it's there to help you. Look at a lot of big business. A lot of people file. You know, you're allowed to do it every 10 years, so not all the time. You know. It's not hard. Yeah, you can always activate it later. You're already a member. Thin crust pizza. You know what? We thought it's supposed to be tomorrow. I was gonna be so busy with that. Memorial Day and all that. Huh? Oh, that's sweet. saw that. I saw that. Okay. I saw it. I saw it. Cool. Thank you. Oh, go sweet. It's nice to have good friends. It's nice to have good friends, extended family, you know. There's not a lot of people like that, you know, that understand each other, like each other, and want what's best for each other, you know. You know why? Because, you know, you're a good person. We are, you know, we try really hard, but it's still very difficult for people to love you and trust you. You know what I mean? Imagine that. So when you meet good people, you just have to treasure all this great friendship and find out, see what we can do for each other. I meet new friends. I make new friends all the time. I meet new people, make new friends, and I start sharing stuff, you know, from the bottom of my heart. And it's very interesting. Just over the weekend, I met new people. I started to talk, and people start, you know, sharing everything. And if I don't start, they don't know about it. They don't know that I'm the kind of leader that care that much. You know, they would start open up. If we talk about our culture, you know, how we went through so much, and there's little trust among ourselves. And there's not a lot of people are in the position I am in, and there were very few people, and a lot of scams, you know, and then this just makes it even more difficult. And people say, yeah, this is why it's so hard for us to help each other, because we don't have people who want the help and has the ability to help, and also most of us experience a lot of scam and stuff like that, rip off, and it makes us even more scared. When the real good people come along, you kind of like have all kinds of doubts, you know. You know. So there's a scripture for everything. Good, send it to me. Really? Today I shared one of the video from Dave Ramsey where he talks about how, you know, Jesus, people didn't know Jesus was Jesus, you know, his own people, like in the scripture said. And you know, same thing when people calling Dave all the time. That's why I watch his radio show. A lot of coordinators like me, they face, you know, a tough time trying to help their own family, like their parents. You know, and he was explaining that you have to love them where they are, or meet them where they are. You can't really tell them much. And then it was interesting because he said that as long as you're very close to them, you can't help them unless you move away like 20 miles. He's just joking, you know. So that makes me think about me, if moving away, maybe change things a little bit. You know? It's so funny. They say that when you're so close to your relative and friend, and they don't see things. Yeah. So the guy called in. The guy called in because he couldn't help his parents, and then they end up not having any plan, and they both have cancer. So read that. I mean, watch the video I sent. I share on Facebook, my timeline. It's a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of things that help us, because most of us are dealing with people who are close to us. You know. Very interesting, and he did the Memorial Day weekend. It's a special Memorial Day, so that's why you see people in uniform, you know, get out of debt, stuff like that. And people call in regarding helping a relative. So we all go through this, and yeah. Anyway, back to the people that I met over the weekend. So my challenge is that this is what I love, is that what makes me different. I love to explain that. I love to explain the challenge. I said, well, what do we do? If that's at least we recognize the problem. So what do? We should be ignored. Should we, you know what I mean? Then it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody unless we try to figure out the solution together. So I tell people, like, okay, then the best thing to do, well, I always give people that option, like, what do we do instead? And they all usually have nothing to say. So I say, well, if we care enough, well, we find out, we will need to help figure things out. You know, how do we build trust? So I told them that the best, where do we start? Right? I said, well, you need to start connecting the dots. Remember what I told you, the same thing. And start getting to know each other. You know what I mean? And we'll go from there. Because we cannot help each other until we know each other and trust each other. They really love it. I said, well, you know, you guys are so nice. They invite me to eat at their house. They do a lot of nice things. And that's our culture. That's the sweet thing about our culture. People invite you. They would offer food. You know, great hospitality, friendship. But right, that's a culture, but then we don't do anything. You know, every time I'm there, they're so nice to me. And I said, I always feel welcome there. And I said, well, you know, I told the oldest sister, she's about 60 years old. She has niece and nephew, brother and sister, and she's being the oldest. And she's got ripped off many times. She told me the same thing. And she had a big store there. I said, well, you know, you learn how to leverage. You know, you're making money selling whatever merchandise is there, but there are more ways to leverage other business. You know, so I gave her the option, put the TV and play the video about financial education. People ask a question, they just give me my card, you know. And I told her that, you know, you got relatives to help, you got people in your family to help, and being the older sister, she takes care of a lot of people. And I just offer opportunity. You know, there's always opportunity. And the main thing is I told her that, look, when we love each other, we should do something nice. You know what I mean? For each other. And, you know, just being nice. So, and it doesn't do anything, doesn't help anybody. And she said, you're right, I never thought about that. You know, you share with me. Okay. You know how when you meet people, you connect, you make friends, and most of us just, okay, hi and bye, until next time. They invite you to eat at their house, they take you out to a restaurant, whatever, right? It's just one friendship. And that's it, for most people, right? So for me, like, look, if I told them my expertise, I told them what I do, right? If, you know, and you know that people everywhere need help, right? 80% of people live paycheck to paycheck. Well, I said, well, I know everybody need to know financial literacy, because otherwise they can't keep the money they make. So I'm offering what I know. It's always the case. You shouldn't even ask that question. It's always been the case. That's the whole idea. Wherever I go, I promote financial literacy, saving middle America. That's my expertise. That's what I know, that I can help make a difference in people's lives. Like you, whatever you know, if you want to help people, you tell them what you do, right? Remember, millions of people need us. Until we tell them, they don't know who we are, what we can do for them. That's it. I'm just saying that if I don't tell them, they don't know this. Okay? So we had great conversation. Like, I would go through, I don't sell. I just teach people